Who says lying down can only be rotten? The couple bought 100 acres of land, hands-on for 3 years, the uninhabited virgin forest. Become an enviable dream home. This was B's first day in the wild. This is the land he just bought, due to the fact that it is an undeveloped area. To build a home here, the surrounding trees must be cleared, and then we cut it into pieces. Save it for later use as fuel. During this time, regardless of wind or snow, he lives in his trailer, although as a woman, but the work efficiency is no worse than that of boys. In a stout corset, can't last 3 rounds in his hands. You have to lose. Busy from winter to spring. It was a very difficult process. I don't know how much the post office changed, right? But fortunately, I have my daughter by my side, and my father's help. Finally, before summer arrives, and B gets enough space to build. To save money for my daughter, his father took him to his grandfather's house. It has a history of over 100 years, although it is now uninhabited, but it went through many repairs, so the whole thing is pretty well preserved. Then the two of them were not polite at all. Whether it's doors, windows or wall panels, just bring everything you can. Maybe it will be used in the future, in order to maintain long-term development here. While my husband happens to be at home today, the two surrounded a vegetable field from the side, plant some vegetables that are easy to survive. Looking forward to a good harvest in the coming year. And as a modern young man, you can't go anywhere without electricity. Fortunately, there is city electricity here. Resolve B's immediate needs. Just connect the line. Just install the distribution box again. After the new house is built, you can directly power on the room. Everyone knows that foreigners don't know how to be Asian. To be free with my family. Glide. B first laid a sewage pipe on the ground. Connect various water inlet pipes at the same time. Who says women are inferior to men? Just this one. At least 20 years of construction experience. To be buried with gravel, and then rolled repeatedly with a roller. Smooth the sand and gravel on the ground. Then you can buy a septic tank, buried in a deep pit dug in advance. Install the dark green tube from above. The other end is connected to the septic tank. Growing vegetables in the future will definitely get twice the result with half the effort. During the period, in order to store tools, and he built a utility room, due to the lack of housing demand. So the construction process is not complicated. And then Bayer scans the ground. Splice wooden boards into baffles. The entire foundation is surrounded. Reinforce the outside with wooden sticks. After making sure there is no possibility of shaking, put a layer of foam pad on the bottom first. Increase the moisture resistance and heat preservation of the ground. And suitable places should be strictly cut. Make sure the edges fit perfectly. Then you put in the styrofoam. Fill in the gaps between the plates. Then around the edge, start extending the steel skeleton into the middle. For the comfort of living in the future, the floor heating should also be arranged in advance. I'm worried that my daughter can't handle it alone. Mom also offered to help. After the pipeline is fixed, you can shake it to the workers to pour it. Sure enough, some money still has to be earned by others. After all, such a large area, completed in just one morning. The baffle can be removed after drying. It's useful when collected. And then he kicks the chainsaw. Cut the edge of the foundation flat, dusty for a while. Then fix it with foam board to prevent moisture. And then we cut the planks. Splice together as a wall frame. Be careful to reserve the position of doors and windows. Avoid the hassle of reworking in the future. The frame is directly covered with wooden planks. There was my father, the old carpenter. It takes a minute to open a window. With the experience of making the first fan, the rest of the job becomes easy. Just do what you've done before. Just make the remaining frame. To help my daughter complete the project as soon as possible, father gathered all his friends and family. And that's where the benefits of crowds really come into play. Pepsi Caddy frames are completely out of the question. What's more, it's all free labor. Let the young couple have no psychological burden at all. Watching my family work hard, B was moved. Don't forget to bring out the pizza to greet everyone. After eating and drinking, the crowd began to build the roof. This is also the hardest part. After all, Jillian alone weighs hundreds of caddies. For big men barely installed it. Watching the wooden house gradually take shape, B was also excited to move the mattress. I can't help but experience the feeling of a new home. After a short break, the women installed the remaining wall panels. Even my brother, who rarely takes a vacation, he was also caught and used as a coolie. The two worked together to cover the walls with moisture protection. In order to be able to drink pure groundwater, B got a professional construction team. We're going to drill a well next to it. You think it's raining. It's actually groundwater gushing out of wells. I guess it stabbed the aorta. Wait until the worker is sent away. And B continued to splice the frames out of the planks. Start to divide the interior space. In the planning of the two, more than just an open kitchen, and wet and dry separate toilets. The most important thing is the love nest of the couple. And the daughter has grown up now. You must also have your own separate room. And they cut the planks. Mounted on the roof as a boat connection. Fixed with corner code. It was because of work some time ago. Husband Gut wasn't there. This time he also took the initiative to ask for it. Completed the laying of the boat alone. As for the rest of the roof, the two chose to buy the finished frame directly. Not only does it support door-to-door delivery, there are also workers who install it for free. The key is that the father pays out of his own pocket. It's a really good thing to kill multiple birds with one stone, with the completion of the construction of the roof frame. Considering the cloudy weather in recent days, I don't know when it will rain. B didn't dare to do more to relax either. Immediately into the seal of the roof. To prevent the rain from flowing downstream, and put the eaves on the door, and then we seal it with the same ozone board. It looks perfect now. Then put a tarp on the roof. Protect the planks below. The temperature in summer is very hot. Make him stop and rest from time to time. Only then can we continue to work. Fortunately, the husband arrived in the afternoon. It relieved a lot of pressure for him. Wait until the two of you waterproof the roof. The next day, my parents were also late, except to visit my granddaughter. It also brought the window that Bee needs most. Isn't that a coincidence? Just help to install it together. To thank my parents for their hard work, and we offered them cookies. Bee dug a well a while ago. Today he's going to channel the water indoors. So he also invited his best boyfriend. Just sink the pump into the well, then lead the pipe all the way indoors. Look at the cool well water gushing out. Bee couldn't resist moving the bathtub anymore. But then there's the paid program. I can only enjoy it for myself. You feel more energetic after a bath. Bee found her parents again. Install the remaining floor-to-ceiling windows. Installed all the doors and windows. The wooden house gradually feels like home. Then he drove the excavator, backfill the soil from the wellhead. By the way, he laid stones around. Do a good job of hardening the ground. It seems that he should have graduated from Lanshion. Otherwise, it would never have been handled so smoothly. Sure enough, not every woman is a road killer. The next morning, my father brought an outdoor boiler. This is a necessary heating artifact in the wilderness. The three of them worked together to pierce the pipe out of the ground. Then, with the help of the power of the excavator, connect the boiler to the pipes. Bee had been living in the RV until now. As the wooden houses became more and more complete, he also needs to be ready to move at all times. The first step is to remove the floor. Might still be useful. Then comes the cleaning of the gray water tank. Just connect the drain. Discharge boiling water into a septic tank. I didn't expect to spit it out the next second. After all, the taste is really high. It seems that he can't stand it either. Husband has been resting at home these days. Just the right way to lay tiles on the roof. This kind of work still has to be handed over to men. No matter how strong a girl is, you need to be loved after all. The sealing of the roof is completed. You can concentrate on indoor work. Thanks to the long-installed distribution box, make indoor electrification simple. The next day, a snowflake arrived unexpectedly. Father sent the insulation board early. It's on the exterior as insulation. And with the recent weather getting colder, we also ushered in the most anticipated Christmas. Bee picks a sapling in the jungle, take it home and decorate it indoors. Although the renovation of the wooden house is not yet complete, but as long as I can be with my family, it's fine. At night, the daughter opened the gift from her parents. He must be very happy at the moment. The next day the sky is still shining. The jungle is full of white. It was freezing inside. It's time to connect the floor heating. Fortunately, my husband worked undercover for 10 years. Best at this connection. After the head's work is completed, inject softened water into floor heating. Prevent dirt from adhering to the inner wall of the pipeline. After the wife has packed the shallots, the boiler can be officially started. It works on the same principle as a radiator. The water in the boiler is heated by a flame. The ray-flowing gold pipe sends hot water to the room. In this way, the effect of heating the floor can be achieved. As for the consumption of wood, fill it up once and burn it for a week. The battery life is still very stable. Besides, the whole forest is his private property. Consumption costs are also almost equal to zero. Just chopping firewood is really tiring. And with Unicom's good code, it's a lot more comfortable for Bee to work. In order to prevent formaldehyde from exceeding the standard during decoration, he installed a ventilator in the room. It can play the role of ventilation and ventilation at the same time. It also has the effect of adjusting the temperature to a certain extent. Laying the circuit is one of the most difficult aspects of decoration. Not only should the interface of the lamp be reserved, also determine the location of the plugs in each room. It is said that women are complex creatures, but Bee felt that this was much more difficult than herself. In the absence of a husband and parents, it took a full month to completely sort it out. The weather outside is getting warmer. In order to enjoy life better in the future, he's going to build a gazebo in front of the door. Fortunately, what you buy are finished frames. There's no difficulty in having the people assemble it. Then harden the ground. Move some more furniture. It's not too cool to drink tea and warm up in the future. With interior wiring done, one step closer to the completion of the wooden house. Benefit from pipelines reserved on the ground in advance. So whether it's bathroom sewage, or the bathroom, the kitchen's water supply system, let me install it without pressure. In order to increase the indoor insulation effect, the insulation of the walls should also be improved. Although it often seems very simple, but before and after an area of nearly 200 square meters, that puts a lot of pressure on Bee. Besides, my husband rarely comes home. He spends most of his time alone. This also foreshadows the days to come. And that's the center of all of Bee's work. When you're done, cover it with plastic film from the outside. Prevent the fibers in the rock wool from being messed around. At the same time, it can also increase the ceiling effect of the room. And then Bayer painted the planks anti-corrosive. The walnut tone looks so advanced. To avoid birds building nests under the eaves, he's going to seal it with these planks. The wall panels on the front are painted black. Make the whole look more layered. The sky has been overcast in recent days, due to the consideration of water resistance of the wooden house. The outside should also be covered with wall panels. I didn't expect it to be only halfway through. It's raining in the sky. Fortunately, the precipitation is not large. it doesn't affect him at all to continue working in the rain. With the completion of the closure of the exterior wall, due to the continuous rain in recent days, there was a leak in the crack of the door, so much so that they infiltrated the house. Obviously, the seal was not in place at the beginning, had to reapply it with asphalt paint. Another winter in the blink of an eye. It is also the third year that B has built a house. Early in the morning he was busy shoveling the snow at the door. Fortunately, there is a wave furnace that can heat the room. Keep B hands and feet clean at work. Considering the need for no occupants in the attic, he chooses to use foam pellets for insulation, in addition to the convenience of construction. The key is to save money. After dark, the two move directly to the mattress. It was their first night in their new home. It also saves the commute the next day. You open your eyes, you're ready to work. B first insulates the remaining walls, and then we attach the bars to the ceiling. Make room for the installation of wall panels. At this moment, my father just brought drywall. Considering the slippery snow outside, this situation is not suitable for returning alone. Why don't you stay and seal the wall together? I'm afraid he didn't even think of it himself. The daughter not only has to spend money to build a house, it's a lot more. Of course, the old man's experience is not covered either. Not only is he good at work, even the elevator can be fixed if it is broken. Now with the addition of the father, let the construction directly enter the 5x speed. After the drywall is covered, and cut holes in the ceiling, reserve a place for installing lamps. Next you can make beautiful seams on the walls. Due to lack of experience in this field, so I can only ask the master worker to do it. I'm learning to watch. The next day, B fired the workers. Leave the rest of the work to him. Mainly focus on one province, the flowers. Even the nail marks for installing the wallboard stone. It has to be filled with mortar one by one. Outside of daily work, to ensure the normal operation of the boiler, also regularly clean the internal furnace ash. Fortunately, a lot of firewood was collected before winter, so that he doesn't have to brave the severe cold to go out and cut trees. Under the blessing of the fire, the walls dry very quickly. Then you can start applying putty. This is a very challenging task. It also requires the operator to be very patient. The whole process must maintain the unity of the hand. Avoid uneven painting. Everyone knows that toilets are a water disaster area. B also deliberately flowed until the end before sealing it. We used planks in the middle to achieve true wet and dry separation. After the walls dry, it needs to be polished very carefully. Smooth the raised part of the surface. When you're done, you can start painting a second time. This time they chose a light yellow, compared to colorful white. This color looks warm. It also looks more advanced when paired with furniture. And gut cuts the planks. Splice the 3 pieces together in a group. Apply glue to the connection. It can be assembled into the shape of a groove. Wait for the remaining few to do the same, and apply walnut paint to the surface. It can be installed in the middle of the roof, although it cannot play a role in reinforcement, but it's beautiful as decoration. And then B put lights in the ceiling. Thanks to pre-reserved holes, made the installation work go very smoothly. Now just install the switch. At the moment of opening, the interior is immediately upgraded to a level. The door was sealed with asphalt before, but the leakage still exists. To solve this problem once and for all, B removed both floor to ceiling windows, and then the plank wraps the mold. Pour concrete, raise the bar, form a height difference with the outdoor ground. This way rainwater doesn't pour into the room. At the same time, put sealant on the door frame, reinstall it to fit tightly. So, the indoor floor should also be adjusted. Self-leveling.